Lench Meyering.
Hi.
Katherine Lench Meyering is a singer, actress, author, lyricist, and voice coach. Her voice can be heard in many Disney theme parks. She lives in Santa Clarita, California with her husband Ralph Meyering Jr. and two elderly pugs named Vinny and Zool.
Hello.
Hello.
My book is called A Little Book of Mourning, and it deals with the aftermath of my daughter's tragic suicide. It's been almost 4 years, and I have been processing what's been going on with me in essays and journals and lyrics and music. So this chapter is called What Makes You Cry the Hardest? What Makes You Cry the Hardest, November 23rd, 2021. Acts of genuine kindness make me sob as if I am a 2-year-old who can't find her favorite blanket. Since August 24th, I've been washing my eyes daily with tears. They say that after a catastrophic blow, it's natural. My daughter died by her own hand at the age of 32. By this one act, my equilibrium and peace of mind has been blown apart. Yet the kindness of family, friends, acquaintances, and strangers has been so beautiful that it's almost sublime. The outpouring of love was and is staggering. The phone calls, visits, showering of flowers, cards, Facebook messages, food and gifts from all over the world swept upon us like the wave of the warmest blue water from the Hawaiian Islands. It takes a lightning strike like this to show how much you are loved. And even in the depths of my despair, I realize that mine is a privileged grief. I am not starving at a border of a country that doesn't want me. I live in one of my 3 houses. I have hot and cold running water and air conditioning and 3 kinds of citrus ripening on the trees of my backyard. I have a kind, true husband of almost 35 years, a devoted son and his family, a bouncing baby grandson, 2 of the silliest pugs. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. These are the stages of grief according to the Mayo Clinic website. I looked it up wanting to see if what I've been experiencing is normal. Normal. I can tell you from experience now that it is and it isn't. In the hours that followed the terrible phone call from my son-in-law, a jolt hit us. Yes, there was a feeling of numbness and shock. It was more like the feeling one gets after a car accident. Senses aware, yet everything is blurred. You lose time. I liken it to the sound that a symphonic orchestra gives. All of the sensations at once. The conductor gives the downbeat and everything assaults your ears simultaneously. Tears fall from your eyes unbidden. The heartbeat quickens. You actually do need to sit down. Breathing comes sporadically. Your head swims and you reach out. The first few days blended into one another, and the goodwill of others began to blanket us. I called my girlfriend with the awful news. She asked me, what can I do? I knew I had to tell the world, but for once I had no words. She sprang into action and said what needed to be said with eloquence and grace. Facebook did what it does best. It shared. My neighbors and my bunco gals battled over who would make us dinner each night. During the pandemic, people masked would brave disease to visit us. We would have daily appearances of bouquets of fruit dipped in chocolate, delicacies from Zabar's flown across the country, boxes of pastries and candies. For the first few days, it was nearly impossible to eat. But I remember most clearly that my son made a casserole that was so delicious that we absent-mindedly went back for seconds. Flowers began pouring in with their beautiful colors, shapes, sizes, and aromas, filling our home. New plants would appear on our doorstep. There was a gardenia plant, an orchid that still blooms, a box of wildflower seeds, an arrangement so large it had to be housed outside. I still read the cards that were sent, each with a message of comfort. Sometimes the cards made me cry even harder, and they all ended with the word love. And it is that and it is that love that sustains you in the center of grief. It is each message on Facebook that is read and reread. It is each phone call made to speak about the uncomfortable truth. and so many reached out, and it was felt. The love was like food and water and wine and honey. I have one friend who sends me a new picture of pugs every day because he knows I love them. We are on day 82, and that means I have smiled at least 82 times. In the beginning of my anguish, I couldn't sleep. I would wake up every hour or so with my brain reeling. Images, good and bad, would flash through my mind. I remember writing to one friend, trying to explain what I was going through. I wrote to him, in the aftermath of what I can only equate to being struck by lightning, we are traveling in a strange land of no sleep and raw nerves. The only other times in my life I felt this tired and at the same time tethered to what day or time it is actually just after giving birth. Every time you try to fall asleep, you hear a baby cry. But this time it's me I hear crying. But it was music and its power of healing that has truly touched me. Theater friends and my songwriting collaborators sent me the gift of music. I've been a lyricist and singer most of my life. One composer who with me wrote a special song for my daughter's first birthday sent messages of love and support. We began writing a song to say goodbye to her. She sent me links to Bach and came to see me and still does. I have a girlfriend from high school who sent me links to an orchestral medley of my daughter's favorite film scores. And her daughter sent me the precious gift of singing with her ukulele 2 rare songs that were my child's signature songs. In my 20s, I moved to New York to pursue my dreams of a life in the theater. I applied and was accepted to the BMI Musical Theater Workshop. It's a group that teaches a select group of lyricists, composers, and book writers the craft of creating musicals. If you get in, they teach you for free. In my particular class, and through my time in New York, I forged friendships that have lasted my whole life. At my darkest moments, these friends were there. Again, the question, what can I do? And for them especially, I related that I usually spent the hours of 3 a.m. to dawn crying. Would they please send me playlists to accompany the hard times? These women and men sent me hours of music. Spotify and YouTube became my lifeline. 2 days after my daughter's death, I was wakened from an hour's nap by her voice, distinctly saying, "Mom, get up. Find that lyric. You know the one, my favorite one, and get it to Steve Marzullo." Steve has been my songwriting partner since 1985. He lives in New York and I in Los Angeles. In 2015, I wrote this lyric that Steve set to music, but he had never put it to paper. So in the middle of the night, I searched my cell phone and found the lyric and the only recording of the song in existence. I sent it to him and he began to bring that song back to life. His kindness, daily phone calls full of nostalgia, politics, laughter, and music are bringing me back to life. Being a singer connects you to breathing. Breathing and making a sound is good for the soul. I have spent countless hours singing in the shower, where the sound can only be reverberated best and can only be heard by me. I go once a week to sing for seniors at an assisted living facility with my dear friends. We are accompanied by the amazing Ruth Allen, who is a 92-year-old musical genius, and her daughter, who is a harmonizing gift to the world. I have been singing and healing, writing and healing, basking in the love of dear friends and healing. And healing. I have spent time listening to my daughter singing. I have recordings of her singing with me that I listen to over and over again. I read the cards, messages, look at the flowers, remember the meals. What makes you cry the hardest? Like the first note from the orchestra. It's everything all at once. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. And here is the song that my daughter liked. This was her favorite lyric, and my friend and I wrote this song, and here it is. It's called "The Star That Shines on Me." The star that shines on me is the star that shines on Mars. And they tell me that this star died eons ago. Its beams shone through the atmospheres of galaxies still unnamed. Its light is so bright that its death can't cover the glow. But I know why it shines so brightly. I know why, I see it nightly. It's the spark that makes me wake up to you and do all the million things I'm supposed to do. It's the thing that connects me to you, and Mars and Saturn and Jupiter too. It's the thing we can't define. It's the love that makes us shine. I wonder if that star has us in its view. I wonder if that star has us in its ancient view.